Hare Krishna everyone. In a previous session, we have seen the verse 1 with its deep meaning, life lessons with the example. Now, we are going to see the verse 2 in which Sanjaya said, seeing the Pandava army arrange for a battle, Duryodhana approached his teacher Dronacharya and began to speak. That means his outer boldness hides the inner doubt. The first thing that we learn from this verse is that Duryodhana's insecurity behind confidence. Like even before the battle starts, Duryodhana, though a king and a commander, goes to his teacher Drona. This shows inner fear, lack of confidence, and the need of reassurance. Life lesson will be outer strength means nothing if you are inwardly insecure. Relying too much on others for a validation shows fear, not a courage. Like suppose a student always speaks loudly in a class, argues confidently with the teacher, and pretends to know everything. He is afraid of being seen as a less intelligent, so he covers his insecurity with overconfidence. So just face your question and figure out. Like Duryodhana, the overconfident student tries to control the narrative to hide his fear. His speech to Dronacharya is not just a strategy, it's a psychological reassurance. He's not just informing Drona, he's trying to convince himself that they are strong and will win. Second thing will be attachment to power and ego. Duryodhana doesn't go to Lord Krishna or wise elders for advice. He approaches Drona, who train both sides but still sides with him. This reflects Duryodhana's ego driven attachment to his supporters, not truth or wisdom. Life lesson will be when our ego guides us, we seek comfort over truth. In life, we must choose mentors who challenge us to grow, not just agree with us. Like suppose student is made a class monitor for the year. When the year ends, a new monitor is chosen, but the old one keeps giving order and interfering. He is attached to the power and attention he had, and his ego can't accept losing that role. That means letting go of temporary position with the grace shows real strength. And ego creates conflict when we hold on too tightly. That means even when sensing the strength of the Pandavas is too attached to his pride and throne, instead of seeking peace, he wants war to protect his ego and kingdom. Their inability to let go of power and ego leads directly to Mahabharata, the great war. Third thing that we learn from this verse is that first reaction matters. That means the Pandava army is simply line up, but Duryodhana's first reaction is fear and comparison. His mind immediately goes to what do I do now? So, life lesson will be our first reaction in tough situations reveal our mindset. Train your mind to respond with the calmness and clarity, not a panic or not just a react. Like suppose a candidate gets rejected in the final round of a job interview. So, if the first reaction, like I'm a failure, I will never get a job, it leads to stress and giving up. This is a negative reaction. But if our first reaction will be like that, it's okay, I'll learn from this and try again, leads to growth and better preparation. So, your first reaction in tough moments shapes your future. Train your mind to respond with the calmness and learning, not panic or an anger. That means when Duryodhana sees the Pandava army, his first reaction is insecurity masked as confidence. Instead of staying calm or suggesting a strategy, he rushes to his teacher Drona, naming all the powerful warriors on the both sides. This shows his inner fear and doubt thought. He speaks with false confidence. His first reaction is not a courage but a comparison and anxiety, a sign of ego, attachment, and an inner conflict. Summarizing all the points, so first one is that Duryodhana's insecurity behind confidence. That means his need to consult Drone shows hidden fear beneath his outer boldness. Second thing is that attachment to power and ego. That means he turns to loyal supporters instead of seeking wisdom driven by pride. Next thing is that the first reaction matters. That means his immediate worry reveals his inner mindset and a lack of clarity. I am concluding this session with this note like we have only one life. Let's learn the core values from the Bhagavad Gita, apply them in our actions, grow morally and spiritually, and strive to become better each day. In doing so, we more closer to true peace and lasting happiness. Thank you, and if you like it, then please subscribe to my channel and Hare Krishna.